I already have two rear lights, this one and this one, and now I bought a well, what's this called? It's called a LED identification light bar. And so my plan is to mount this somewhere down here. And one of the first things I have to do is disconnect the battery. Alright, I have the battery removed, but before I start wiring, I have to prepare the ground. That white wire is the grounding wire, and it needs something to ground to. It's not going to ground very good on the basket. So what I did is I bought a piece of 12 gauge steel plate, and I'm going to drill two holes in this, and then this is going to be used on the back of the basket to ground the light. Okay, I have the two mounting holes drilled in the 12 gauge plate steel, and so now I need to make sure it checks out before I try and mount it to the basket. Okay, checks out great. Both holes align, and both screws dropped in just fine. I have the light bar installed now. I mounted it to the 12 gauge plate steel, and I use this file here to rub the paint off of the basket so you get a better connection. Thoroughly grounded now. It came with a white wire for the ground and a black wire as the hot lead, which was a little confusing because it's going to go to a red lead, the red battery source. And next step will be adding the power. I'm about 90% done now. I've got the LED light bar on. I've got it grounded. I got the wire connected. It runs over here to the switch box, and I've got I don't know if you can see this, a 5 amp fuse wired into it on a toggle switch, and then I got through the toggle switch back to the battery source. And so now I'm gonna flip the switch and see if it works. Alright, at a distance down the block it'll be nice and bright along with the other. Even though it looks like it's flashing white, it's really flashing red. And with the steady red bar across there, it'll be high visibility. Okay, the last thing I got to do now is button up all the panels and tighten down all the nuts. All finished.